Hey everybody, Jay Barino here, welcome back. It's UEDAIP, a custom campaign for StarCraft Remastered. We're on Mission 10 of the remade Rebel Yell, and this campaign has more missions than you might expect, because the original Rebel Yell, prior to being released, did have 12 missions, and then 2 of those maps were removed and repurposed into Enslavers missions instead. Nekron has restored them, repurposed them, redesigned them, what have you. I'll go ahead and read the UEDAIP description here. An AI-reinforced base destroy micro-mission with focus on picking good engagements, knowing when to retreat/heal, and picking out priority targets before it's too late. Interesting. So normally you start here in the middle with a limited number of units, and you have to destroy 3 Confederate bases. That looks the same. It was repurposed into having to rescue Mojo, the Danamoth, and the Warbringer in Enslavers. Anywho, let's get going. We will watch the briefing because there may be a decent number of people who have never actually seen this briefing before.
I've monitored Confederate satellite data as you requested. Confederate forces are still mobilizing for their counterstrike. Arcturus has called for a quick roundtable before continuing with our assault. Patching you in.
We stand now upon the very threshold of victory over the Confederacy. The only thing that can save them now is if we falter in our resolution. And we are not going to falter, Commander. You've demonstrated exemplary skills thus far. You will spearhead our invasion. Take your force straight to New Gettysburg and establish control over the area.
Arcturus, that's not what we discussed. Even if we can capture it, how will we ever hold that area?
Once the area has been secured, I'll come in to put down any attempted counterstrike.
How are you gonna do that?
I'll do it, boy. You just wait. I'll do it.
I'll do it. Destroy all Confederate power plants, physics labs, NG Comm Center. Gamer vernacular to me says New Game Comm Center. I think it's New Gettysburg Comm Center. It's gotta be, right? Rainier and Kerrigan must survive. Duke's science facility must survive. What the heck? So normally this is destroy all Confederate production structures, but, you know, let's just go. Let's dive in. Oh my word, what is going on here? Well, we've got Kerrigan. We've got some ghosts. We got a science vessel. We'll go ahead and hotkey you.
If them confeds bust up your suit, Lieutenant, head over to the science facility in the center of our camp. Our eggheads will fix you right up.
Can so they can heal her if we go to the beacon? Is it just her, or is it anything? I'm gonna... Nice. Let's go this way first. I really need to take some time to sort of survey the location. I'm going to keep the ghosts at home, because I suspect it's going to be a situation where I end up, like, throwing them away, and I don't want to necessarily right at the start. They seem very valuable. Same thing with the science vessel we should be very careful with. So they're the power generators. The base is, in theory, down here. Let's head down in this direction and see if we can figure out where we need to go.
As fast as we can, Cap. So don't be afraid to cram these here bikes down them confeds' throats.
So I think Subsorian is telling us, yeah, that's the AI reinforcement. Okay, hang on. So normally you go for bottom left, then upper right, and then upper left. And the reason I say that is because normally the bottom left has the factories that pump out Confederate vehicles, but this is a different map. It's our objectives are highlighted. The question is, should we try to cripple their infrastructure and they'll stop? Because clearly they're, like, attacking Duke's base. We might want to take the pressure off of Duke by actually destroying what infrastructure we can. So we would go to the bottom left, then we could swing down and destroy the actual objective, and then go for, I guess, yellow. Normally, you go for the upper left last, but again, this is redesigned, so it's really hard for me to say where we should be going. We are going to be getting some reinforcements, it seems like.
Something on your mind?
Like, I could, you know, use some mines and such. Because otherwise, you know, what else are we doing with this stuff? With these mines? So that we don't get flanked. And let's D-Matrix here and lead with her. Keep inching forward. I saw a tank blast. There it is. Get in there and lock that down. Get in on top of this thing. You guys stay back. Jim Raynor, get in the front as well. There we go. Tank down. There's quite a lot of stuff here. Got up here and help us, Firebat. I need to pay attention to the actual engagements, but I can't. So I can heal Kerrigan. That's something to keep in mind here. We need to figure out where their vehicle production is. And just move forward and just keep picking off individual things. And every time I see a new green dot here, I want to grab them and bring them up. Dude, let's go! Get him, Duke! Keep going, please. Did the mines do any good work here? See, I think he can survive this himself. Okay, we're gonna be saving a lot on this one. Keep going. So we are getting some reinforcements. Let's just indiscriminately kill the civilians, I guess. Move forward with the science vessel. We don't want to lose that. I mean, maybe eventually they'll start making air units for us too. Like if all they're making are vultures, you know, that leaves a lot to be desired. Dude, yeah, here comes Duke as well. Yeah, kill those SCVs. It'll stop them from being able to build as many units because we know that they are definitely going to be resource constricted. Actually, I don't know that for sure, but UEDAIP generally has them be resource constricted. So I think this was the right choice. Next, maybe we can get down there and figure out where their factories are coming from. Alright, this is a great time to check. Go home and sit on this beacon and see if it'll... Ooh, we got a tank. You know what? You just siege up here for now. We don't need you right now. Maybe we can, like, sort of keep a large group of these things at home for the long run. Okay, you all just sort of hang out here. It works. Okay, cool. You know what? Go ahead and get healed, buddies. We'll try to keep alive who we can. Duke, I beg of you to please heal your stuff. Please. Okay, we got this command center. There's more infrastructure down there. Yeah, let's get down here and make sure they're not producing anything out of these factories, though I suspect that they're basically shut down at this point. Let's get over here. Where are those ghosts? My tank was in the wrong position for this. Duke, help us out. Duke is helping himself out. You know, all you gotta do is repair that stuff, though, buddy. That's all you gotta do. Did my Marines get healed, or did they die because of that one attack? They died because of that one attack. This guy's got some mines left. We should send him up here to lay him down wherever. Yeah, I don't think they're building out of these anymore, but that's, you know, this is good stuff.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh, that's right. The buildings spawn stuff. Goliath, why don't we come back here and get you healed? Ghosts, I'm gonna hotkey you. I keep forgetting that these buildings spawn things. Next, let's maybe...
Your forces are under attack.
Fine. Let's come on over here and lay down these mines. We got some siege tanks in our base that, you know, if we could just leave them here, I would feel very good about. And we have the mines set up that might end up wasting themselves. Let's see what's down here. A beacon? Alright, you guys just start blasting. So anyway, I started blasting. Let's go ahead and send down reinforcements. That's Wraiths. Again, Duke might be able to protect himself against these types of attacks. Really hard to say. As long as he repairs turrets and such. Ghosts. Nice. Come back down here and get healed. I'm not sure why there's a beacon here. Like, Kerrigan and Raynor maybe both stand on the beacon? It's sort of unclear what that's about. We're steadily building up a little mech force here at home. You're safe. Ghosts are safe. See, there's not a barrack. I don't get access to their barracks units. I'm really curious why there's a beacon here. I mean, I put Kerrigan on and it doesn't do anything. Did it look like I just got vision of something up here? I'm just gonna fully clean out this base. Weird. Okay, so that's one base that's ours. Duke is sort of moving out here, which is great. I'd like to start gearing up to attack yellow, or we can go for these power generators down here next. I actually don't need to be destroying this. To be honest, I'm just sort of, I'm wasting time until I can just gather up more and more forces. Oh! Okay, that's cool. You love to see that. Alright, so where there are beacons, we do want to try to go and take out areas where there are beacons. Okay, so that's one base that's gone. We don't have to really worry about destroying the power generators, at least until we start moving out in another area. This is quite a lot of stuff here. Well, I wanted to... I really wish that, yeah, he would repair his stuff maybe a little more actively. Dude, come on, buddy. Okay, we're gonna make a run for it. Good work. I'm gonna go ahead and start inching towards yellow from this angle, or we can go to the high ground, actually. All my units are home. We can go and sit them on the beacon. Dude, this is cool. I like that. Maybe there were more down here, like more areas we could take. So normally by destroying these... Let me pause to talk about this, because again, this map is actively happening. I'm just like chatting about it, and like the enemy is building and preparing to destroy me. So normally, one thing that most people may not have realized on this map in the original iteration is if you destroyed enemy command centers, you got reinforcements. It was a completely micro mission. The only way you can get reinforced was destroying enemy command centers. There was not a bonus objective or anything that said that. All it was saying was that destroy the factories and starports. So it seems very similar here, where if you destroy the enemy bases, you do get a noticeable benefit for that. I would love it if we could snag another tank. I need to get... I am leaning towards going up here if we can get up there. We do have to deal with the... we'll leave one ghost at home. It does seem like some lockdowns here are the right choice. But yeah, let's get our tanks set up kind of along this upper right corner. Gonna get our little conga line going up here. I'd love it if we could maybe get another... Dude, load your bunkers up. I'd love it if we could get another tank. Really waiting for that. Okay, so let's come on over here. Set this up. Dude, again, that's auto cast on the ghost. That's really cool. It seems like they don't do that all the time, but it is something that they will do. Is it cloaked? Okay, yeah. Science Vessel, you need to stay safe. You are absolutely critical. Dude, give me the tank. All right, tank, move on up here. I think this is going really well. Again, we're just gonna kind of creep with tanks along this outer area. Of course, he went this way. I'm thinking we could just walk down here and clean this out because they don't load the bunkers up. Oh, yeah. Okay, how's the base doing? It's looking good in general. Dude, he's setting up more stuff! What a guy. Okay, Kerrigan is fine for now. Let's get the Goliaths up to the front so that they can get rid of these wraiths. And we got to be on the lookout for enemy tanks. Let's move these guys down to the low ground. That's quite a lot of Marines. That seem to be gone now. Oh, okay. All right. Hang on. I can't target the other one. I mean, I can, but it's... Okay, I hate that, but... Ah! Okay. Okay, tank down. Get him fire bat. He's healing. He's healing slowly. Let's go ahead and get some tanks up here. Don't run in there. Don't just run in there like a dummy. Okay, move up here. They're going the dummy way. Rainer's getting healed. Okay, I'm trying to stop my units from doing anything super dumb, but they're dumb. Dude, let's get these tanks set up here, and we're gonna be in great shape. Start gutting their economy. They may not be dependent on economy, but regardless. Jim, he's looking good. Back up here, Mr. Ghost. He helped us. Don't get me wrong. He did help us. Don't. I think we send this guy back to get repaired as well, and then we want to come up this way. Oh, science vessel we can't afford to have leave. Not until we finish this. Okay, more tanks, looking good. That's my tank sieging up. That's good. All right, Jim. This way and this way. Unsiege and keep inching. Again, maybe we can get Duke to push out. Oh, his bottom right area got wiped, and that's because there's a giant orange attack coming from this direction. My other ghost may have actually died here. We should have left Jim. He probably could have survived against this. I hate to send everybody home for this, but I will. Never mind. You guys stay. We gotta send some units home for this, though.
Destination. Orders, sir. Orders, sir. Moving. Absolutely. Orders, sir.
Help. Get out of the way! I do wish that maybe he would keep his stuff loaded. That hurts a lot. So we accomplished something big here. I'd like to find the rest of Yellow's production. They may not have a lot more, but it's important that we take out what we can here, specifically the starport, which, again, they might not produce anymore. Duke may still be trying to reproduce units here. We are getting more tanks. Orange attack from a very weird direction, you'll notice. And both my ghosts are gone, unfortunately. I think this was going really well, though, to be fair, I think I've taken out a really nice big chunk of the enemy, but I need more. I still need more units. Again, orange is our major threat, and if we can consolidate our own units, it's 1v1 at this point. And maybe we can fly around and see if there are any beacons to take, or No. Okay. Or if there's other production. Okay, you come back and get healed. Other units that we have are actively getting healed. That hurts. It's because the stupid production structure spawned a unit. We're just gonna come home right now.
Your forces are under attack.
That's that AoE right there. Help me, Kerrigan. You got a bunker right there, buddy. Yeah, there you go. Just putting some units in there. Yeah. That's getting healed. Would you just give it a rest? I heard a bunch of stuff die there. I don't know what happened. Oh, you love that. Okay. Keep running, buddy.
Your forces are under attack.
All right. They pick extremely weird avenues to attack. Okay. Now, I think, unfortunately, we're in a spot where we're just sort of waiting for energy. Not energy, units. They said we'll keep sending out units, but I don't really see them sending... I don't see them doing anything with this factory right now. They're not building out of it. It's possible Duke is also out of money? He's rebuilding down there, but by extension does not appear to be making me any units. Though it's possible he doesn't actually build them and they're spawned. I'm not so sure. I think Orange can get to you from up here, too. Did I hit some sort of weird soft lock? I wonder. I don't have enough air units. Or I'm sorry, I don't have enough anti-air to deal with whatever the heck is in Orange's base. That I am certain about. What I can do, I mean, Orange also may be running out of money, is take this group and come down here and destroy these power generators with hopes that it does something for me. If that's Duke's only mining, we're in trouble. Yeah, he doesn't appear to be making anything else. Dude, please just put guys in your bunkers. That's all I ask of you. Phew! I can leave Kerrigan at home. I might just have to replay this one. I'm okay with that. It's weird. I feel like I was very successful until now, even though, like, we're in theory ahead. Lure this thing into Alpha Squadron's units? Wait, did I leave that guy here? Did I leave this? Yeah, buddy, yeah. Okay, you do that. Oh, yeah, and they don't have cloak. Let's move on down here. All the way in. I don't see any tank blasts, so we appear to be safe. There's another beacon here, so Duke has another area that he can take. Not that I think that that's like super duper useful, though. Any new units need to stay at base. You know what? You walk back and get repaired. I mean, ultimately, I'm just sort of confused more than anything. Like, Duke did make stuff. Okay. So we've destroyed the New Gettysburg Comm Center and the power plants. Our science facility is still alive. All right, it's marked as white, so he might come down here and build something. I would love to see him maybe throw another Goliath my way. Losing all the units up here because I was getting hit with a large attack here was, I should have just left rather than stay there because I just sort of got hit with a bunch of unfortunate, like, random... I lost a lot of random garbage, namely a lot of my Goliaths because of that. So that was my fault for sure. Now the question is, could I send a small group... Why are his SCVs occasionally just blowing up? Alright, sit on the beacon. That must be some sort of failsafe, but I don't know what it is. Okay, he's sending SCVs out. He's got this base set up pretty effectively. There's that. There's like a little base down here that maybe we could go and wipe out. I also could send a small contingent of units to the upper right to clean it up. Oh, oh, no, 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 no. Back up, back up. Okay, quite a large attack here. We lived on siege. Again, I'm going to take a small contingent of units and move over here and just start destroying stuff and seeing if Duke maybe wants to move out in that direction too. And then, Kerrigan, you got to stay. Don't, please, don't. Okay. Okay, come on over here. Goliaths? I guess we could EMP shockwave the wraiths too, which would stop them from doing something. Cloaking. It'll decloak them pretty much instantly. What I like is that he has production structures, but again, he's not really getting any resources from this in any effective means. So he's not really giving me as many units as I would like. I think the Duke AI could maybe use a little work here. Like, he's not terrible, but he's not really doing it for me, you know? Okay, you get healed. He's making me more tanks, which is I don't actually need right now. I really could just use anti-air. Rainer, why don't you come on over here and get added to my attack ground group? I feel relatively safe, even with 2 Goliaths and Kerrigan. 3 Goliaths and Kerrigan. Yeah, see, sometimes they just blow up.
Lieutenant Kerrigan reporting.
Okay, and she's healed back again.
What now? Identify target. Rainer here. This should be good.
My only hope is maybe that maybe Duke will take another resource area and continue to pump out Goliath. I mean, he's building stuff for me. Don't get me wrong. He is making stuff. We're just going to heal up each of these. I'm going to try to eke out a win on this one without having to restart. If I'm going to restart, I'll probably just replay from the very beginning. It's not like it's a very long mission or anything like that, so I'm happy to just... do it this way. Yeah, see, he's making production structures. Again, I think the big issue is he can't afford to build anything out of them. But it seems like he does... more tanks. He does prioritize making stuff for us.
This is Jimmy.
Okay, come on up here. Science vessel's still alive. That's important.
Rainer here. Channel open. Anytime you're ready.
Okay. And then, see, Orange can attack from up there, too, which I don't like.
Right on.
I'm going to try to take these out.
Sounds fine. Go ahead,
It's almost like Duke, like he's got this little infantry force that follows us, which is awesome. Another tank. Again, my concern is not getting enough Goliath. It seems like almost like the factory levels up with the units, the types of units that it creates to help you. And we're in the, ooh, see, he's rebuilding stuff. I think, like, I almost want to wait and see what he does. You know? Okay, so let's take a few of these tanks. And Kerrigan, oh, see, yeah, oh, he's sending everything now. He's frustrated. And we're gonna move up here. Anti-Air Force, you need to be retained. One thing that I would love to see is Orange run out of money. I'm sure it could happen. Dude, poor White, his life savings just got thrown away in whatever that attack was right there. Where'd that BC go? Don't even let it shoot once. Okay, everybody move in and start killing it. Alright, now we got some vultures on our side. We don't need these tanks. Well, I'll leave 2 tanks here in case they go all the way around us, which, again, they might do. Okay, let's set up some mines on the bridge. Get out of there, buddy. Goliath! Alright, get up to the front. I'm gonna bottleneck this bridge as best I can. And then I want to take a small force and go over here. This should do. Because they are building stuff from over here. Duke did not move out to take the upper right. Again, it's possible he doesn't have money to do that. Orange continues to build out of this. It's possible that Orange is building out of here. And that's how the attacks that came from wonky angles, maybe that's where they came from. The downside here is I'm actually going to expect a bit of a counterattack because they're going to try to defend the stuff as it. They're going to try to defend these buildings as they get attacked. Again, which might be good. Oh, there's a beacon. I guess Kerrigan can come over here so we can lock this down. Losing those ghosts really hurts.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, I need more Goliaths, please. Stop giving me tanks. Something I thought I'd never say, but... yeah, you come back here and get repaired. It's totally... oh, they drop. I see. They're, like, coming in to reinforce these areas? Duke, you're right here, buddy. Help me out. Instant scan. Go back and get healed. Goliath? You'll love to see that. Bring some of these fellows down here. Keep attacking, keep attacking, keep attacking. You tank. You're gonna roll home. Trying to save each and every unit where possible. I don't even know if I want Duke to try to take this area. He's just going to get himself killed. Get... oh my god. And then poor dummy Duke, he just keeps trying to run across that bridge. I'm giving him an opening here to the left to attack. And then this is what happens. Again, I keep trying to send units to the beacon. It doesn't seem like they're quite always making it. Dude, Orange is sending like these strike teams of Marines and SCVs constantly. We got to clear this area out and stop them from doing it. I mean, they're sort of wasting money on it. Let's get our science vessel down here, by the way. Move this guy over here. Okay, we destroyed a dropship. That might slow things down for a bit. You know what? That's fine. Let him go. Is he coming back or no? Of course he is. Okay, we've destroyed all the enemy buildings here, so they might stop trying to reinforce.
Receiving headquarters.
So let's unsiege this, put her on the beacon to see if that triggers something.
Receiving headquarters.
I don't know. This is honestly ridiculous.
I'm ready. What now? I'm waiting on you.
Excellent.
Lieutenant Kerrigan reporting.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Gotcha.
This was never meant to be. You all come back home. New units. New units. Move on up. You're full health. You can stay up here.
Destination proceeding.
Oh, so Duke is triggered to send like an SCV out, and if he can get there, then he'll set stuff up. There was no beacon up here. I'm tempted to go and look up there to see what we can find. Okay, you all get, you all get repaired, healed, what have you. Yeah, look at that. He's trying. Well, we can inch forward. Again, I'm going to eke a win out of this. I swear to God, I'm going to do it.
Lieutenant Kerrigan reporting.
Okay, now you all can move up here. Let's take a vulture and check kind of along the right. Man, Orange, like, did not want us to take this. I love that I love that White is attacking from up here, even though he can't really see anything or do anything.
Region, sir. I dig. No problem.
Okay, I think that's just all water down here.
Is that it?
If he gets this finished, I would be appalled. He's mining with one SCV, which explains why we're not really getting the pick of the litter in terms of output from this factory. I don't really feel confident moving anywhere until we get more anti-air, though. That's the thing. Also, I'd like to wait for Kerrigan to get some energy back so we can at least use lockdown, because there's clearly a lot of race. We have a nice amount of tanks. It might be easier to push from the upper right, though we only have to get to the physics labs, to be clear. So, if we keep this group of anti-air, if we keep these Goliaths functional, I'm going to hotkey them all with Kerrigan, actually. See, he's moving out. He's making a bunker. If he loads it, that would be nice. If anything, if there's a way that you can force Duke to leave his bunkers loaded, I would really prefer that. I would really prefer that. Dude, he's moving out in the upper right, so I think we unseat some tanks and we move forward. Despite what has happened, I think this map could certainly use some work, but I quite like it. It's wacky, but like in a good way. I don't really know a better way to describe that. I honestly think that they had to waste so much money on holding that left area that we might, this might be really good. Here, you just go back. Goliath? Nope, no Goliath. How's your energy? So there's a tank right there. What we have to do is run in and lock it down and then move in and siege up and try and kill it, like, as soon as possible. That's going to be difficult. I mean, we can always save and make it work, so... Let's do this. Dude, he's got a pretty big attack up there. This is the perfect time to go, so... You cloak. They won't scan unless you do something, unless you take an action. Where's that tank? She's dead. No, please let me go to the... menu first. So the tank is nestled back there. That's fine. Maybe we can go up around and attack with Duke.
I'm ready.
Okay, you do this. We all move in. Dematrix her. Lock that tank down and move back. I can't. It's just really difficult to do anything to get across this bridge. I think because the tank is so far back, we actually can inch forward on the bridge with tanks and do like the tiniest leapfrogging ever. which you know, I'm not thrilled with doing, but I think is kind of how we have to treat this. So like this, while also leaving a lane open to get the next tank up a little bit further. Everyone's favorite thing. So I think going further will put us in range. I think this is as close as we can get. I don't know if Duke was killed or what. Or if he pulled back, or if, like, maybe the timing of my save really didn't work. Okay. So, now that our tanks are set up on the bridge, we dematrix. Cloak. Okay, now kill this tank, or at least attempt to. Okay, then back Kerrigan up, decloak, go here. You guys move on up. I told her to go to the tank, not the beacon, so you move there. Now we roll across the bridge, not you. Okay, I think we're in. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think we're there. Duke's got some stuff happening on the left too. He's doing it. Duke, please stay back. I see that that tank on the high ground. We got to be careful with that. Once Kerrigan gets back, we can lock it down and get some eyes on it. It unsieged. You love to see that. I haven't seen any battle cruisers for a while, which again makes me think they're taking forever rebuilding them, or they can't afford them. Dude, that thing got picked up and then killed. Kerrigan is fully healed again. Come back. We're right in range of the physics lab, so I think we can win. These guys got left behind. We got 2 more tanks. The amount of tanks we're getting here at the end is pretty obscene. I wish maybe we got a bit more Goliath action. I told you I'd get a win out of this one. I felt like after we killed Orange, that was our chance. Keep it up. Realize I should probably just go straight for the labs. I honestly don't know how I pulled this out. Again, it wasn't Orange. Once we killed Yellow, Yellow was like, once I got them, I felt like I was in really good shape. Oh, okay. Let's bring these guys forward, too. Science Vessel move forward. Man, if you lose the Science Vessel, you're dead. I mean, you can technically EMP them all, but you'd run out of energy really fast. It's pretty bananas.
Duke, the emitters are secured and online.
Who authorized the use of psi emitters?
I did, Lieutenant.
What? The Confederates on Antigua were bad enough, but now you're going to use the Zerg against an entire planet? This is insane.
She's right, man. Think this through.
I have thought it through. Believe me. You all have your orders. Carry them out.
Yes, sir!
I see. Interesting. So, did we have to take the beacons? Because, like, this beacon in that area that Orange was, like, really wanted, we didn't have to take that area. I just took it because I thought the beacons meant, like, oh, Duke moves out and does something. It's unfortunate that he sets a command center up down here so that the resources he gathers pretty much contribute nothing. It's unclear to me also how much money Duke starts with in the bank and if him taking these outlying areas matters. I want to say I took longer on this because I wanted to see what would happen if we could get Duke to take more areas, but the reality is by the end of this, I had to just be very, very cautious when it came to Kerrigan's energy because I didn't have enough anti-air. I did have a nice group of Goliaths at a certain point, but when we were attacking yellow, I lost focus for a second, and rather than just right-clicking my units home, in the meantime, I just let them sit there, and they all just got distracted because of the aggressive pathing, where like one unit 2 miles away gets attacked, then every unit back in base is like, we gotta go, and they all just kind of sort of streamed into consolidated enemy fire as far as I can tell. So that's my fault. Again, you gotta kind of compensate for that, and I should have just moved them back. But this is definitely an interesting mission. I think the Duke AI could be improved a little bit. I think there were a lot of times when it really could have been maybe a little more active in repairing. I don't know. I just think that there were, or specifically too, those starting bunkers, and if he builds new bunkers, if there's a way that you can force them to remain loaded. I don't know if there's like a jank way that can be done. I'm sure there is, or I don't know if it's like if you tell them to keep some bunkers loaded, then like it'll be every bunker ever, they'll always load, which I guess that would be a good thing. I would want that for my allies, though I'm happy when the enemy unloads their bunkers too, so I can't really complain. Again, very intriguing map. I honestly am not sure how I feel. I thought it was good, even though I clearly struggled with it, but not in like a I'm fighting the map sort of way, if that makes sense. Like I didn't feel like the map design was pushing back. I did feel like maybe I got a little unlucky with the rolls there where I really did need a few Goliaths. But yeah, like that orange enemy was definitely pretty relentless, and it makes me wonder if maybe we could have tried to go for them first. Like, you only need a couple tanks to get a good push going, and the sooner we could have gotten rid of orange, the better. I am intrigued about the beacon issues as well, and again, seeing the emitters pop up on those was clever, but it also makes me think, what if we didn't take those beacons? Now, like, will the Zerg in New Gettysburg be stronger because of that? I'm wondering now. I don't know. Again, there's a lot of subtle bank data in this campaign, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Actually, to be very blunt, I think it's bad. And when I say I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, I can explain. Because if something's happening in a map and a player doesn't have any idea that it was a result of an action they took in previous maps, I think that's bad. I think it's good to exist at all, to be clear. Any use of bank data is good, but I do think that if something is happening as an effect of bank data, the player needs to be made aware when it's happening. You don't necessarily have to tell them when they are, like in this mission, it doesn't have to be made clear, like, hey, be careful with those beacons. If you do this, then the Zerg will be stronger. And you don't have to tell them that, because that's too fourth wall breaking. But in the next mission, it would be really interesting if there was some sort of anything that made it clear, like, hey, X is stronger because of this. I think that's kind of important. Like, I think the fun of bank data is realizing that you, the player, have tailored your experience in some way, and if you don't even know that there was an alternative experience, then you don't even know that it ever existed. Anyway, this is a long outro. I apologize. I just want to kind of riff on that topic of the bank data, and also just sort of the mixed feelings I have on this map. I mean, I'm not really sure how I feel about it. It was fun. That's really what I took away from it, and I felt good when I eked out a win when it didn't feel like I should have been able to. So in that way, I would say it was a good map. If anything, maybe it was just that white was weird, and like the command center in the bottom left was goofy, and how it chose which units to give me was goofy. Maybe it's like, if player has more than 4 Goliaths, then give him siege tanks. If player has fewer than 4 Goliaths, make him Goliaths. I don't know. I think I actually had 4 Goliaths there at the end, but regardless. This is a great map, and I had fun with it. It was different. Just different. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.